So this freshman representative from New York, a woman by the name of Alexandria Cortez, she spoke at something called the South by Southwest event in Austin, Texas this weekend. And a guy by the name of Nye, he is a science guy, was also at the event along with, as it says here, many other quote-unquote popular musicians and celebrities. They host filming, screening, concerts, and public talks at the South by Southwest event. And I just want you to see how dumb this woman is, and that she's empty-headed, and she doesn't know her way. She couldn't find her way out of a paper bag if she had to. And people listen to her. And you have older Democrats, men, listening to her. Beta males. This is from Fox Business. At the event, Cortez was asked how she felt about capitalism.
Capitalism isn't, to me, it's an ideology of capital. It means that we seek and prioritize profit and the accumulation of money above all else, and we seek it at any human and environmental cost. And to me, that ideology is not sustainable and cannot be redeemed.
I guarantee you, had someone in the audience raise their hands and just ask her, what do you mean by that? She would have been lost. Her eyes would have popped out of her head, and she would have looked like a car lights were coming up on her. She had no idea what she said. None. And the people in the audience so dumb and just won't even ask, well, what do you mean? She can't explain that. And this is from the South by Southwest. She also called FDR's 1933 New Deal racist for favoring whites instead of blacks and Hispanics.
And it's a similar thing, you know, the other way with the New Deal is that we act as though the New Deal wasn't racist. And the New Deal was an extremely economically racist policy that drew literal red lines around black and brown communities. And basically it invested in white America.
She's totally lying about that. Those were all lies. And she's doing it to seduce the voters. She just lied, outright lied. Why did someone ask, and then they have like a black female host with nappy hair? Why didn't she ask, what do you mean by that? And the reason she didn't ask, she's like them. That's why she didn't, otherwise she would ask, what do you mean? And anyone who is not in support of capitalism should leave this country. They should be put out of this country. They're in the wrong country. Go to a socialist country somewhere. How in the world are you going to come to our country and promote socialism? This woman needs to be kicked out of America and sent back to her country, wherever she came from. And she used the word racism for blacks and Hispanics because she tried to get the votes. That's why they want all these criminal, illegal aliens breaking into our country. It's about the votes. About the votes, nothing else. And there's a thing now where some dumb black woman introduced a bill or a resolution or something calling for the voting age to be changed to 16 years old. How in the world a 16-year-old going to vote? They have no sense. Not about voting. And blacks and Hispanics are being used. And if there's one white person that support this woman hate white people. If you support Cortez, you deserve what you get. This woman is literally sitting there discriminating against white people and blaming them for something that didn't even happen. And the whites go out and vote for her, supporting some kind of stupid Green New Deal. that would destroy everybody. She said that only whites were allowed home loans, which contributed to the ongoing racial wealth gap. Another total lie. But black people love lies. Lie. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Here we go.
And what it did was that it allowed white Americans to have access to home loans that Black and brown Americans did not have access to, giving them the largest form of intergenerational wealth, which is real estate. And so this has really, it really accelerated many parts of an already horrific racial wealth gap that continues to persist today.
Another lie. A bald-faced lie. It's just lying. I grew up in Alabama, as you know, under the Jim Crow law, as you know. And my best friend that I went to started school with in the first grade, his parents owned land. They owned land. My aunt married, and she and her husband got married. They bought buku land. And they had something like 15 kids or so, maybe more. They all went to college, and though college is important. But she's lying. Another bald-faced lie. And Democrats who believe these lies, you're dummies. I wish they would question this woman right there. You see how dumb she is, how much she's lying. Cortez also said her Green New Deal, another lie, will allow minorities to lead and have self-determination in public policy.
This is why the intersectional frontline community aspect of the Green New Deal is so important, because it allows indigenous communities to lead, Black and brown communities to have a certain self-determination that has not existed in public policy for these communities before. And so one of the ways that we do that is we say we fix the pipes in Flint
Look at
first.
that dumb black woman
we clean
sitting there,
the air in
eating
the
it
Bronx
up.
first. We rebuild the electrical grids in Puerto Rico.
Why don't you go to Puerto Rico? And the last one, she also claims her socialist ideas are not radical. This is how we always been. Another lie. All lies.
So when someone's talking about our core, it's like, oh, this is radical. But this isn't radical. This is what we've always been. Mm-hmm. It's just that now we've strayed so far away from what has really made us powerful and just and good and equitable and productive. And so I think all of these things sound radical compared to where we are, but where we are is not a good thing. And this idea of like 10% better from garbage.
Amazing. Amazing. The Bible said, because you listen to that woman, you will suffer. I rest my case.